Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be weak men seek women's approval, strong men don't. So I've got an email from a guy. This dude got friend zoned after he displayed too much approval seeking behavior. He was seeing a woman romantically, but because he was always putting her on a pedestal, seeking her attention and validation, and generally having the attitude that he wasn't worthy, the woman picked up on this, friend zoned him, and then eventually he walked away and said thanks, but no thanks. He's going to be running into her in the near future for some kind of work-related situation. But you can tell he's still in the same mindset. He's hoping he can get her to pay attention to him and give him another chance to reignite her interest. His whole mindset is completely wrong. Because the number one most important thing when you ask women what they are most attracted to in men, it's confidence. And so when a guy is constantly displaying a lack of confidence, and on top of that, seeking her attention and approval like he would from his mommy, that's not a guy that she can trust his masculine core or can follow his leadership, because he's looking to be told what to do. So this is how you don't want to behave if you're trying to attract women. So I got a quote that I wrote, and we'll go through his email. And the quote says, "A weak man seeks to prove himself to a woman he hopes to be romantically involved with. Why? He doubts himself and what he brings to the table. Deep down, he doesn't feel worthy, hence his focus on seeking her attention and approval, just like he did from mommy. Women are most attracted to confidence in men. Approval-seeking men display the opposite of confidence. Strong men are sure of themselves and their ability. They are selective on who they allow into their inner circle. Strong men give women what they have earned as equals and teammates due to their actions, not their words. Beta males believe what women say, while they ignore when their words and actions do not match." Super, super important. Because you also have to pay attention, is the other person reciprocating? Are they making the effort? And if somebody doesn't believe they're worthy, they'll stay involved with somebody who's not making the effort, because it validates their view about themselves that they don't deserve to have what they want. And so they stay involved with people who don't give them what they want, and they don't feel it, and they ignore this, hoping that they're going to be able to change their mind in the long run. It's the hallmark of the typical nice guy. The guy that doesn't really value himself. He's seeking her attention and approval. Instead of just saying, hey, just not interested, call me if you change your mind, and he moves on to the next prospect. So he says, "Hi, Corey. I'm in an interesting position in life and need a little guidance. I'm 31, tall, in good shape, and I keep fit. I recently sold my house to move back to my hometown, and I made a lot of money in the process. For the first time in my life, I'll have significant funds, and I'm very excited about the potential." He's thinking, what can I buy with this money? There's a lot. I have coached so many guys over the years that have a lot of money, but not much common sense, and they try to use their money as a bribe for sex in a relationship. And you'll see later on in the email the fact that he's gloating about how much money he's made. You'll see what he's thinking that a good use of that money is going to be. And it'll probably turn your stomach. He says, "I'm looking at buying a new place and get a new and better job, but I'd also like to reattract a woman, 26 years old, who I spent time with over the New Year period. She has a lot of charisma, is smart, sexy, fun to be around. Unfortunately, she seems to be on the run from a traumatic past relationship and is carrying that over to any new men she meets, declaring to me, unprompted and irrationally, that she wanted to be single forever." Well, remember when Maya Angelou said, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them the first time. So that's basically a red flag. And so you can tell his mind says, Captain Save-A-Ho, I can fix her, I can save her, I'll prove to her that I'm different from all the other guys, so she won't want to stay single forever. Guys who have choices with women will hear that and go, Maybe she's a Fruit Loop. Maybe she's messed up. While we had a great time together and clicked on many levels, she was adverse to anything that would indicate romantic signaling. Me paying for our meals, for example. Maybe she got a little bit of that feminism mind virus run around in her head. I'll pay for my own dinner, thank you, and my own drinks. I don't need you to get the door for me. I'm an independent woman. I can do it myself. She always maintained clearance from me in that way, while also being very energetic about meeting up and doing stuff. So it sounds like he was an emotional tampon. Like she was always treating him like it was something platonic, while he saw it as something more. As it went on, I made suggestive moves to get a read on her romantic interest, as I didn't want to scare her off. But each time she sensed that happening, she attempted to put me in Friendzone and started trying to frame our relationship that way. That's why as soon as it happens, as soon as she uses the F word, you're like, I'm not interested in anything platonic. If that's what you're looking for, then we should go our separate ways. And hey, if you ever change your mind, get in touch. But I'm not here because I want to be your pal. But if he just keeps putting up with that, keeps allowing her to get away with using the F word, and then keeps hanging out with her, he's communicating through his actions that he accepts that label, which a beta male would accept that label and go along with it, thinking, I'll change your mind. And alpha male's going to be like, no thanks. I got 3 messages here from other girls. It's like, I'm not going to spend time with a girl who wants to give me blue balls and use me as her emotional tampon. There are better uses of your time as a man. Later, I wrote her a message telling me I like spending time with her. Later, I wrote her a message telling her that I like spending time with her, that I didn't want to know about her toxic, abusive ex anymore, and I wanted to have fun and hang out and enjoy the present with her. She rebuffed again, suggesting friends are nothing, and I denied her that, respectfully, and following your advice, have gone total no contact or non-contact for 3 months. I even deleted her number to avoid making a fool of myself any further. So he admits he was making a fool. But it really doesn't even sound like this girl was even interested in him. She liked the attention and validation, and that was about it. She even made sure to pay, I guess, her fair share in the dates. So she would communicate, this is not a date. Don't you think any hanky-panky is going to happen? No punani for you. You will not get the chocha. In that time, I've been making significant life changes, of which I will benefit massively. I'll be seeing her again in a few weeks in a work situation, and I have a lot of confidence going forward given my new prospects. There were many walls in the way before: distance, financial, her personal issues. Where are the things, where are the green flags? Where are the things that lead you to believe that she's a great catch? So it sounds like he's got a little bit of Mr. White Knight syndrome, the Captain Save-A-Ho syndrome. So he's saying, and so look what he says now. I have now removed 2 of those constraints, so things may be different. I live closer. Hopefully she'll like me because I live closer now. And money is now basically no object. From a security standpoint, I could pay for both of our lives if I wanted to. I know she's broke and possibly struggling. Dude, come on, man. Jeez. That is the wrong mind. Oh, I'm gonna solve her problems and make her love me by emptying my bank account to pay off all her problems. It's a bad way. Dude, you need to read 3% Man ASAP. You're probably one of those dudes that's cherry picking for my videos, and that's just not going to work. Your mindset is the opposite of what it needs to be. And you can read it for free. All you got to do is subscribe to the email newsletter. You read it right in your web browser. Will I be able to reignite her interest? How about, what is she going to do to reignite your interest? Because the only thing that she has shown you is that, and communicated multiple times, is she's only interested in something platonic. And so you're seeing romantic interest that, quite frankly, I don't see any signs of it at all. Even when you did hang out originally, the interest seemed to be one way. So I did a video, it was actually just came out last week. No contact with a coworker. You should definitely watch that. But your attitude, let me finish the rest of his questions here. He says, will I be able to reignite her interest? Should I even care? No, you shouldn't care, because she's not done anything to earn your attention and validation. How should I play it when I see her? Smile, wave to her, go about your business. Talk to other girls that are there. If she wants to come over and talk to you, great. You're not going to go out of your way to go talk to her. To be clear, this girl is everything I'm looking for in a woman, and I want her to see the best in me. Come on, dude. You don't know anything about this girl. You don't know her well enough to decide she's everything you're looking for. The thing you're ignoring is she's making zero effort to communicate that she's interested. So it's been, what, a couple months now? 2-3 months, I think he said. No, I don't see where. He says, and yes, I've read the book, but only about 5 times. Dude, you're doing the opposite. It's like, I know you say you read it 5 times, but this is why I say read it 10 to 15 times. Your mind says the opposite of what the book teaches. I've watched many hours of your videos, though, and I find them very enlightening. All the best from the land down under. Well, I would say, like I said, if you see her, smile, wave, go about your business, talk to other women there. Don't pay her any attention because she hasn't earned it. And plus, she's throwing up all kinds of red flags that she may be a mess. And number 2, I haven't seen anything that indicates that she's even interested in you romantically. That's why if you're a high-value guy who loves and values himself, you're only going to interact with women who are excited and enthusiastic, who when you ask them out, they're like, hell yeah, I'd love to. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. I'd love to get together with you. Not, I'm paying half the bill. Don't you dare hold the door open for me. I'm an independent woman. I can do it myself. I don't need a man. It's just like there's just nothing there, dude. And if she comes over and talks to you, it's like, hey, how you been? You miss me? You been thinking about me? That's the attitude you want to have, and be playful. And then I wouldn't call her or text her for any reason. Even if you hang out with her and chat with her for a while, just say, well, you got my number, get in touch. Because you deleted her number anyways. And besides, you want her to reach out to you and show that there's some interest. In other words, show that she deserves your time and attention, instead of you just automatically going, oh yeah, she's the woman for me. I mean, that's absurd. She doesn't even want to spend time with you, and you're like, oh, that's definitely the one I want to have kids with. It's like, come on, man. You don't know that. There's no way. And so I know you claim you read it 5 times, but 10 to 15 times, maybe you should read it 20 or 30 times, because you're literally doing the opposite of what I teach. And it's not going to work. So if you got a question or a challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.